You open the file, and immediately you see a profile. And it's exactly who you were looking for. And so you see that he's got multiple aliases, and you see that one of those aliases links him to a person that is marked as a target. So one of his aliases is Wk8-5, the Preacher of Light, which is one of the 4 humanist agents you need to kill for a 10 million bounty. So he's got multiple names and faces.
The moment I read that, I call in Tom.
Okay, so you call to Tom. All right, so Tom picks up and is like, "Hey, we're a little busy right now. Where are you?"
I have some intel on one of the
It's
4.
like, all right, it can wait. I mean, we're being attacked.
Where?
It's like, and he gives you the address. It's like, we kind of took off without you. We didn't have time to wait, but now we're kind of bogged down. It's like, if you want to help, then get over here, however you can.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Okay, so it'll take you 40 minutes to get to the battleground. So, all right, so back tomorrow. I mean, there's these guys. They're encroaching on you. They're moving like paramilitary. They're not moving like the standard crappy grunts that you've been fighting.
Would you roll Coates' initiative?
Okay. Do you want to play Coates?
I mean, I could.
That's a yes. You are Coates now. Now you can roll Coates' initiative. Okay. Oh, he is true. No, remember a 45-minute thing has passed, so he's so he'll be here in maybe like a turn or so. Are you just taking a taxi or something?
No, I mean, how long would it take me on foot?
It's like a 40-minute drive to get here.
How long would it take me on foot?
Like double that. A good hour. And
I mean, I had 2 hours and 5 minutes to spare, so... And I had wasted
so you
4 minutes and 5...
Wait.
40 minutes and 5 minutes. Like,
Okay.
I wasted like 45 minutes with me getting the file and going back to the White Rabbit.
Okay.
And then I have like 1 hour and 20 minutes left, so...
Yeah, but you have to add the
just
45 onto it because you traveled the opposite direction. Fred, thanks
What?
for actually... Because you went to downtown to your place, and you have to go back
Yes.
to the White Rabbit, which is another 45
Which is a 20-minute walk.
Yeah. So, and then to get here, it's going to be an hour and... It's going to be an hour 20 to get here.
Which I still have left because I had 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay. How do you have
So
2 hours
I'll
and
get
5
even.
minutes?
Like, the total time passed is 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay. For what? I mean, what's the total time? What's this total time for?
It's from the moment I left the White Rabbit till now, basically.
Yeah, and we went, and you left, and we all left at the same time. So, and they only took them about 45 minutes to get to this point. So you're like, in terms of time, you're about this, like, when you get the call, you're about the same time as them.
So I wouldn't have been here yet.
Yeah, so it would take you, like, on foot, it'll take you an hour 20 to get here. On even driving, it'll take you a good 40 minutes to get here.
I'll drive then.
Okay, so that'll be, if it's a cab, you have to do 100 new yen. There's no via. Do you even have a car?
Nope.
Okay, so that's 100 new yen to get here within 40 minutes.
Alright.
Okay, so
Straight to hold up the thing.
So back tomorrow. There's these are military guys, and they're marching right at you.
Well, that's pleasant. I'm going to throw a grenade at them. And I'm going to tell Coates to run them over. Sweet, I want
What
it to
type of
land right
grenade?
here.
High explosive?
High explosive. I'm dropping it right here.
Okay, so 16 minus 2. I have to remember these guys have toughness, so that gives them a +1.
You can dodge it,
I mean,
but
they see it. Yeah, they see it, and then they immediately, one of them shouts "grenade," and then they all just try to scatter. They all scatter. So like, how far do they have to be to get out of the range of this grenade? It's like this has a minus
It's
2
the same
drop.
as the-
So they only get
Yeah,
one
minus
success,
2
so they only
for
reduce the blast by a little. So they move like a few, maybe 2 meters away from. Oh, 2 meters is further, so. It breaks their formation. They move 2 meters at least to get out of the blast radius, but it's not enough to fully reduce the blast radius. So now that we have to soak it. So I mean, you see them, they're prone now. They dive for it once they see the grenade land.
One of them.
So that will do purely stun damage, because their armor is tough as hell. Of course, then there's the... Let's see, stun damage. I don't think they have anything to resist stun damage. No, they don't. That's flashes. That's flash grenades. Alright, so they take... the grenade is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They take 13 stun damage. Each. So, I mean, that's the blast is hitting them.
They can have a massive wounds penalty.
Say what?
They can have a massive wounds penalty, which is great.
Yeah, they're because they have such high health and stun. How much was it? 13?
That's what you said.
Okay, so that means that'll fill their stun bar and give them 1 wound each.
Ooh.
grenades, dude. Where's that?
Oh wait, I forgot one key component in that, so it's minus 2 per distance away from the grenade. They got at least 2 meters away.
Wait a minute. Didn't one of them
wait, no,
have
it's...
explosives in
I
an
did that
armored
wrong.
pack?
It's only 1 meter away. So they got 1 meter, because they only got 1 success over the dodge. So they only get to move
Trick.
1 meter. What?
True, didn't one have explosives in an armored pack? And
Yeah.
he's jumping away.
No, he's
Like-
he's backing up. He's trying not to expose the explosives to another explosive.
Oh, damn.
They're not that dumb. These ones are smarter than the last ones.
Can
So, I
we
mean, just
roll
seeing
to
that
see if
movement.
they're-
No. You have to treat them like paramilitary. They're going to act like paramilitary. So he's thinking in conscious of, protect the explosives on his back. You don't want to get them in contact with another explosive. So as soon as he shouts grenade, you see this guy back up. So, I mean, the front ones dive forward because they can withstand it, but this guy has to backpedal. He doesn't have a choice because he can't dive for it. If he tries, he's going to either smush the rockets on his back or he's going to take an explosive to the back and then blow up. So let's go back to... They get 1 meter away. It reduces... How much is this grenade? 20? So 7... That's 13... And then it's minus 2 per meter, so that's 11. So that'll just fill their stun meters then. So they won't take the 1 physical damage. Uh-oh. I am clicking the... Oh, because it's already open. Alright, let me copy these quickly. So okay, so up next, that's Mara. So Aaron, you're up next. So now they're prone, which will mean they're a little bit harder to hit. Like they, well,
they're
kinda.
They are easier to hit. You
Yeah,
get a
they're easier
negative
to
to the...
Yeah.
They can dodge as easily. And with that, I'm actually gonna use a stuff called... what was it? A brain blaster, actually.
Great. You can try to blow one's head off.
Yeah, from Run and Gun.
Okay, just roll it.
And
For which one?
it is yeah. It's on here.
Okay, so
Basically, just it gives me more damage.
alright, so let's see. So did you put in any penalties? If there are penalties?
There are no penalties, but they get a negative to their dodge.
By how much?
1.
Okay, so I mean he's on the ground. He rolls out of the way.
Aren't they prone, so they get another negative?
No, yeah, they get the
How
one
much
negative.
negative do they get for prone?
1. That is the 1.
Wait, so what's the okay? So they got the -1 for the prone. What's the? Is there anything else, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay,
I basically just use damage over.
You confused me. Okay, so I mean he's prone, and then he sees you aiming a gun at him, and
Oh,
he
and
rolls. So what?
And it's minus the full auto.
Uh-huh.
No, wait.
Yes.
Because you're doing
No,
a full
because
auto. It's a 10-round burst.
Yeah, but I used the brain blaster. I forgo my.
Yeah, he forgoes full
the
auto to
negative
fire a single bullet. So he rolled that wrong. So still,
No.
it comes back to the same thing, which is he
Look at
rolled.
patient.
Say what?
I do more damage, but I forgo the negative. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so still, like he rolls to the side as soon as he sees a bullet fly, and now he's a little bit out of your, like your angle of fire has been slightly obstructed. Okay, so Dust, you're up.
Question: would electricity set off an explosive device?
I mean, it couldn't
Probably.
hurt. Worth a shot.
I'd shoot at the man's backpack.
I mean, they're on the even though they're on the ground and they get the -1, they're still trying to not get shot. So -1, he does not dodge that, so he has to soak it. Now here's the kicker: is their armor is shock resistant.
I'm not aiming at him or his armor. I'm aiming at his.
Yeah, but it's
backpack.
it's in a backpack, and the backpack is part of the armor.
How is backpack part of armor? I guess.
Because it's using the same metal. I mean, why would you buy... Okay, so let's think of this logically. Why would you buy a full set and have an armored backpack if it wasn't made of the same material as the armor?
Because you can't have a full set. Like, you'd have to buy them from different places.
Okay, so let's do a D2 then. So that is a no. They do not come from the same manufacturer, so no, they're not going to have the same material. -5 penetration. Even with your bullet, I mean, their armor's tough enough to withstand that. See, that's 7 electrical versus the 8.
That stuns them.
What do you mean it stuns them? Hold on, let me...
There's rules for electrical. I can look it up.
13.
Yeah, Trig. You have to reroll the one for the dodge actually, because I get the -9 for full auto.
That's what we were just saying.
Yeah, I
Damn
misread.
it. So they get a -10 for his dodge. So he does not dodge it, which means he has to try and absorb the blast with his face. And we were all saying that. We were all saying the same thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I know. It's my fault.
How much damage is that supposed to do?
Supposed to do well. He absorbed.
Like, he absorbs like 13, so...
Yeah, but it's all. It is.
So, I mean, the bullet itself only does, like, maybe...
One damn.
Yeah, you only do, like, 1 damage to him. And that's stun damage, and that doesn't even fully... That doesn't translate into damage until later.
Aren't these stun bars full already?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that just... It's 2 per stun. So, you have to get 2 stun to get 1 damage. So he's got 1 tick over, but it said, like, before you can do any it just, the bullet hits his face and it ricochets.
What does a wound penalty affect? Is it everything or just specific actions?
Everything, I think. Like, pretty much.
Which strange, I can't put any wound penalty into the soak, apparently. There's only one thing I can put in, that's armor pen. Even when I put
Yeah,
in all
soak.
the wounds in
Soak
there.
is one of the few things that doesn't get affected. It's all skills.
Yeah, because I have his wound total in there, and it's like, okay, these guys are extremely hard to kill. Let's just put it that way. So you'll find out why as we go.
Okay.
So you shot him in the face, bullet ricocheted off his helmet, and then you shot him in the back with an electrical weapon. And you're making the argument that they would not be made of the same material, so his armored backpack would not have electrical resistance as his armor would.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
So
like
he-
50-50 on that, but I'll just go with what you're saying for now. Just because
he
it's like
takes-
it sounds kind of dumb that you would do that to yourself. It's like it's a pack full of explosives. Why would you be dumb enough not to armor it the same way?
I don't think there's any way that you can armor it mechanically in game. It's just the thing.
Yeah, it's called using the armor rating that's already there. The soak that's already part of his armor.
Yeah, but backpacks aren't part of armor.
I mean, the only other thing we have in here is structure material, and that's we'd have to try and figure out how that would work. So I guess that's what we're going to do. So combat barriers. The type of barrier this would be, it's got to be at least a heavy material on his back. Let's see, either heavy or reinforced. Let's see. Let's just roll the two. What type of material is this? A heavy material or a reinforced material? This is a heavy material, so it would be a 6 and an 8, so you have to just deal with 8 armor instead. 6. So he can only block 5 damage from that bullet.
It's got armor penetration 5, remember?
It's like one thing at a time first. So I'm just rolling the 8d6 and I'll minus out that for later. So he gets... How much? Let's see. You said it's minus 5, right?
Yeah, minus 5 armor penetration.
Okay, so... So that means he can only, like, I'm gonna just take the lowest, so that means he can only block 3. But then there's the rest of the bullet. Oh, and then it has structure points, so hold on, let me take the... So you block 3, where's the... I'm trying to look for where the damage went. So
13 minus... What's his dodge?
Minus 3, so 10. And then it has a structure of, I think, 6, so it would penetrate. Now we have to do the material of a missile, which is average material. So that's like 6 and 4. But plus the minus 5, which is... So that would be just 8d6 to reduce it by 1 more damage, but it would still... Let's see. So 6 damage is hit from the... Let's see, that's 6. And then the 3, that's 9. 13. You just barely got to the point where you penetrate the shell. So it went through the backpack, went into the missile. It cooks off the missile. One more thing. But the armored backpack is a self-contained explosive unit, so when the missiles go off, his backpack lights up, but it doesn't spread the blast. It contains the blast in the pack.
Christ.
The pack is like the pack just evaporates, like it just blows outward, but it's not enough force to hurt anybody nearby.
What about the guy wearing it?
So, I mean, the guy wearing it is knocked flat on this ground, and he's kind of dazed from that.
Yeah, okay.
And you hear him like call out, "Launchers down!" So, you know, they have no rockets now because you just blew up his pack. All right, so Raven is like way off, like really far off. I mean, what do you do? What do you do with this? It's gonna be a 40-minute drive to get here. Like, do you tell them to wait? I said, do you tell them to wait like 40 minutes?
if I'm like, I told them to call me back in 40 minutes if I'm not there yet.
Okay. Alright, so... And then we're on to Sam, because, Sam is... Do a composure. Is he panicking right about now?
1 sec.
Oh, second question. Do you get a bonus when you're prone firing?
I think that depends on the gun you're using.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it has a bipod, but... What if it's just a
then
regular
you
gun?
get one. Don't think you get one at that point.
So... I'm just looking at there are ranged attack modifiers, so... Okay, so... Attack...
They get a minus. No, actually,
yeah.
no, that's melee. Never mind.
Yeah, so... So, I mean, they're going to take aim and fire. That's obvious. So they're going to get a +1 to their accuracy. But there's nothing... So you get no bonus for firing from prone. Unless it's specifically from a bipod or some other thing like that, there's no bonus for it.
No.
Okay, so Sam, what's Sam going to do? So Sam he's fine. I mean, he's apparently gone through this type of crap before. So he's not going to panic. Not again.
What spells does he have?
Oh yeah, I have to minus them out to 13. So, I mean, they're going to get a couple actions. Like, to put this in perspective, they're probably... Why is there 2 phases on here?
There's 2 of us.
Okay, so which is the number you're looking at?
Wait, where do you see 2?
Just answer. I'll figure that, because it's likely it's the other maps one. So which is the number
14.
you're looking at? He's looking at 14?
14.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get rid of the 4. So, because that's probably from the other map. Anyway. So, Sam's got a couple spells. I mean, you could napalm him. I don't know. Try to mind control him.
Yeah. Control thoughts. Why not? What is force?
Force is... What is this force?
It's how powerful the spell is.
Yeah, but I think it's based on how much
force
magic
up to-
you have, and how much magic does he have now?
Yeah, you can do
6.
force up to twice the magic rating, I think, but that
Oh,
also
jeez.
shows how
Twice?
much
I didn't know
rating you get.
that.
I think
So
it's
his
twice. It
maximum
might just
force
be
he can do
once.
is 12.
I think it might only be once. I don't remember exactly.
Just one of those things we kind of overlooked. I'm
I'll
looking,
just
I'm
put it
looking.
at 6.
Yeah, so, I mean, 6 is the minimum. Hold on, let me look at Magic Basics.
So he gets 6 successes and 1 dragon.
Okay, so yada 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 yada. It never actually implicitly says that. Like, in essence, you can cast a spell of whatever force, but I guess the thing you have to worry about the most is your drain. Because, you could cast the ultimate spell, but if it drains you completely, there's no point. 6 successes. So he gets 1 stun because his drain is only
I
4.
put that in.
Alright, so is there a count? Let's see. There's logic plus willpower. Logic plus willpower, which is equivalent to a 12. And then that is a limit of this. Which limit is it? Is it mental?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So mental limit. They have a mental limit of 8. So, and they do not resist.
Okay, so this guy's gonna start shooting at his friend.
Okay, so his mind's been controlled. And like you see a hand like momentarily go to his head, and then his gun like goes to the other direction. And which is he firing? He's got 2 weapons on that gun.
One that's
He's got he's got the basic machine gun, and then he's got a grenade launcher underneath it. So pick.
grenade launcher at that guy.
Okay, so he's gonna fire his grenade launcher right at his friendly. So point blank, it's only -2. It's a high explosive grenade, so obviously he's prone, so he can't dodge it. So now he has to try and. Okay, so he takes the looks like he takes the brunt of it. See, so that would be only. That'd be 12 damage, but it's stun damage because he has enough armor.
No, it's not.
How is it not?
It's 22 damage versus 19 armor.
Okay, so it is fist. So that basically blows him up. Well, does it? Hold on, let me.
No, because
Yeah,
he
see,
absorbed them 10.
Hold on, that's 22 minus 10. That's 12. That's 12. I mean, he's barely alive. But it looks like his back armor has been dented
He was aiming at
extensively.
that guy.
He takes 12 damage.
Okay. He takes 12 damage. Yeah, I put the 12 damage in there.
That guy.
So that's 11, 10, 9, 8. That'd be. It reduces it by 6 because it's a little bit. You know that also hits. How much? This keeps going until because I guess it'll hit himself as well because the grenade's close enough.
It was aiming at that guy, not that guy.
Okay, so why'd you point at the one at the bottom?
I pointed at this when I was saying.
So whose arrow was that then? Okay, either way, or did you switch targets? It's like because I specifically remember you were pointing at that guy.
I pointed at the guy on the bottom right at first, and then when you said that there was a grenade launcher, I pointed at that guy and said.
Okay, so I missed that part.
Okay.
Okay, so this will minus out 6 damage for each of the targets. It'll hit everybody in the area, but it'll minus out the damage. So that's 3. That's 3. That's 3. So it'll minus it out by 6. So that's 16 damage versus his armor. So which is they'll block the ones nearby. They'll block the damage. Their armor will withstand it.
Holy shit. That's 4 successes. Jesus. They still take 1 damage overall. Because they take 2 stun and then.
Yeah, but does he. Hold on, let me. Oh, yeah, it takes 2 stun. Okay, so each of them will take 1 damage from being over. So, okay, so Sam did his part, now we have Mara, again.
The guy then yells out, "Fight me, bitch!"
Okay, so... I mean, from the look of it, they're not stopping. Even though they've had setbacks, they're still they're looking like they're ready to just get up and keep going forward. Like they're single-minded. Doesn't matter what's going on around them. There's a target in front of them, they're going to kill that target no matter what.
Jesus. They're not going to attack the...
They're not going to bother. Apparently, they're just, even though a friendly is shooting right at them, they're just going to ditch them and keep going forward.
Christ.
Okay, so Mara, I mean, they're still coming. Even though they're on the ground wounded, they're still coming.
Isn't it Dusk's turn?
Isn't it who? Oh, wait, so...
Dusk?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. That was a clone Mara. So, Dust, I guess that's you. Is this a clone of you, or is that you? Do you see 9?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be me.
Okay, so that's you. So what's the
I
other
went
one?
on my clone's turn originally.
So what's the other one, then? Hold on, let me get
just...
Boop. Yeah, so... No, the 1 is you. So... Oh, no, shit, the 9 was you. My bad. I did that in reverse. Okay, so let me put you back on the field. Let me give you... roll your initiative again from this one. Let me get rid of the other one. I really have to clear out the initiative when I do this because it got confusing. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah.
worked
Try
out.
again.
Did you literally get the same number?
Yep.
Okay, so I guess it's according to this, it's Coach's turn. Is that correct? Or is that wrong? Oh, do you guys even see that?
Yeah, that should be right.
Rearranged it.
Yeah, I did rearrange it. Is Coach?
Which
Wait,
is
did Coach
why-
already do something? I think he did.
No, I don't think he did.
He drove
He
here.
was
Okay, so you said ram him.
Mara. Yeah, Mara said to ram.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so Coach is gonna try to ram them.
Yeah.
Coach is like, he's questioning. It's like, is that a good idea? I mean, they could survive grenade blasts. So I mean, are we sure we want to get closer to them?
I mean, they're gonna get closer to us anyway.
It's like, all right. So let's see Coach's composure. I mean, does he do what he's asked, or does he want to just stay where he's at? Composure says no. He's not gonna leave. Like he's like, I'm not gonna have my vehicle become a casualty of this fight. It's like we're gonna let them come to us.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Phase. I mean, again, there's been no call to you. It's just
That's
you're
fine.
still working on your project.
I would have
Coates
probably
isn't doing
called him.
anything.
Okay, so I
I
mean,
would have probably
Raven.
called him when leaving as well. So.
Okay, so Raven's calling you. Or actually, you head back to the White Rabbit and you can just bug him directly.
Yeah, but I didn't know that yet, so I don't know if Phase is with or not. I'm not looking if he's not. Or...
Okay, so you would call him?
Yeah, I would call him to
Okay,
tell him that he
Phase,
doesn't have to
your
do the
phone's
thing.
ringing. Do you pick it up?
First things first. Coach didn't take an action. Is that okay? Bye,
What's he
Yumara.
gonna do?
You might want to back up, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh wait, what's Coates gonna do? Oh, you want him to back up?
Or you might, like, that or, like, shimmy a little bit so he's man-shielding.
Okay. So you want him to back up enough so that you can put the other vehicle between you and the potential danger.
Yeah, sure.
Are you in the vehicle? Is the question.
You can, like, back up and scoot me through the door.
Actually, that was oops. I have to use the vehicle itself. So the vehicle, let's so he's gonna kick it into high gear. It can move a total of what? What was the move? I wish we had memorized the movement speed of this damn thing.
It's, oh shit, I just looked it up, too.
Yep. I'm gonna write it down once we get it, so please get it. I thought it was like 20.
It is 20.
20 per net hit, I think.
It's 20 walking and 40 running.
20 walking, 40 running, and if I remember the pallet groundcraft skill, it's like you get an extra walk per net hit. Or something around there, so I can drive it an extra 20. So he can easily get within, so he's gonna drive it, like he's kicking it straight in the reverse and all the way behind the other vehicle. So he's not even looking backwards as he's doing this. He's just using whatever's on board and whatever vehicle enhancements he has to just know where the vehicle is. So he's like, does that concern you at all?
Nah.
I mean, are you holding a... So you're just... The back door's open. Are you at least holding on to something when he does that?
Probably.
Okay, so...
The sides of the thing.
Roll your... What is that? I guess that's
That's a
gymnastics as
gymnastic.
well, yeah. It's like, do you fall out?
I might.
Nope,
I
you
think I
fall
do.
out. So, how bad are we talking?
Could I try and catch her?
No, it's not bad. I mean, basically, when you hit the end of the ride, he slams on the brakes and you fall out the back.
Damn it, Coates!
And it's like, hey, you wanted us to get out in a hurry. So, it's not too bad of a fall. I mean, like, it's literally just, it happens so quickly, you kind of unconsciously release your grip, and then you just fall.
Fucking robots, man.
Okay, so FaZe, I mean, what's up with the... what are you going to do? I mean, there's another call. Your phone
Yeah,
keeps
so I
going
guess
off.
I'll answer that.
Okay. So the Raven's on the phone. Raven, what do you want to tell him?
First of all, I tell him he doesn't have to do the thing anymore that I asked for.
Yes!
He's not even doing
Thank
that
God!
yet. Okay.
Second of all, I ask him if he's with the group.
Not really, no.
But then I tell him he might want to get his ass virtually over there.
But I'm busy!
What were you doing at the moment? You were trying to write sleaze into this thing.
Yeah, until all the phones. Ugh.
So, I mean, she's telling you to get Cyberly over there, and he tells you he's busy, so what do you tell him?
Alright, you don't want to get paid, you don't want to get paid.
Ooh,
I'm not
brutal.
getting paid, that's the issue. It's just I have 3 contracts, 2 of which are connected, so... Yeah, I'm getting paid.
And not if your pair dies.
Okay. Jesus.
Oh, my pair will live. I'm sure of it. Plus, if my pair happens to die and I get over there, well, I'd be pretty useless.
See it yourself.
Okay, so you just hang up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I want to ask actually, can I use knowledge skills to help with this project?
You already rolled on how long it'll take.
Well,
Like, what do you
if
have?
I
Just have
recall-
that would be more of a matrix search.
no, I mean, because I have knowledge skills in engineering for electrical things.
Oh, we should have added that to the roll then. So, how much would it like? What's the level of the knowledge skill?
6.
Roll a 66. Let's see what
Well, I
happens.
have it right here.
Okay. Well, what is the original? How long was this supposed to take?
Well, it did take 6 hours.
Okay, so reducing that. So 6 hours. That was to divide by 4, right?
Yeah.
So that divide by 7, which would be, you'd be down to like 3.5 hours. So it's only been like 45 minutes. It hasn't even been an hour yet.
Still better than the original.
Yep. So I mean, now you have another. Then let's see. That's 1. That's actually 210 minus 45. Yeah, you have another maybe 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's not so bad.
So he's going to be there a while. Alright, so...
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, the troopers aren't messing around. I mean, they feel like they're in... Is that a long shot for the rifle that size?
You said it was an assault rifle?
Yeah, it's an AK-97. Is that... Can they shoot you from that angle without any sort of penalty, or is there going to be a penalty?
Well, there's
Well, there's there's vehicle in the way, but... Oh, wait, so hitting the vehicle. Let's start with that. Well, okay, so vehicle aside, let's say they're going to hit the target. That's like, how far is that? Can anybody read the number?
30.
38.
30.
Okay.
I think there's a penalty involved there.
No,
That's
I don't think
medium
so,
range.
actually.
For
Is
assault
it?
rifles, that's -1. Yeah.
Okay, so -1. So, I mean, they have
Oh.
grenade launchers and they're going to plan. The
How
ones
far-
in front are going to use
How
it.
far was it?
38.
No, then it's not. If it's less than 50, it shouldn't be
No,
right.
that's... For assault
know.
rifles, it's
It's assault rifle.
over 25.
Oh yeah,
You're
never
used
mind.
to a sniper.
Yeah, you're used to
It's
sniper
much higher.
rifles.
I was looking at the wrong. No, I was looking at assault cannons.
Yeah, that's a very different
Yeah.
gun.
Assault cannons are nice.
Okay, I mean, like, the front two, they're going to lob a grenade and they're going to move. Because their grenades are counted as simple actions. So I mean, with that one, it's like you shot a grenade and then you taunted them. So this one is they're just shooting a grenade and they're going to keep advancing. So they're shooting over cover. Is there a penalty for that?
Yeah, there's penalty for blind fire.
Okay, so what is it? -3?
Minus
6, I
4.
think.
-4?
6, sorry.
-6?
6. Oh, yeah.
I think we need to look it up.
Yeah, we do. Because because -6 sounds a little brutal, and it could be correct, could be not, but let's double check that. Range combat under modifiers. So, let's see, blind fire, blind fire, blind fire. Yep, it's a -6, so it's a -7 in total. Or I guess
And minus the wound modifier as well.
minus the what? Oh, the wound modifier.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I don't even know how much that is. It's like that's an extra 3. Where'd it go? Oh, shit.
And are they walking or running?
They're not doing either prone. They're not moving.
Okay.
Okay, so very limited chance of success. I mean, how many hits do they need to actually make that shot? I mean, the vehicle is stationary for one, so
If
only
it was like a
one.
normal grenade, you would have scatter.
it is
But
a
it's
normal.
a-
Well, no, it's
I
a
mean-
it's a shaped charge grenade, so
Yeah, so I don't know what tools on that is. It's probably something similar.
okay. So let's go with grenade launchers, missiles, and rockets because that's the section that it's under.
Oh, it's a heavy weapon test.
Yeah. Which is what I rolled when I just launched a grenade. Unless
The old automatics.
yeah, exactly. So it's supposed to be heavy weapons. I knew there was something off with that. So the underslung grenade is a heavy weapon. It is not a.
So it looks like. if
Well,
you don't
they're
hit
exactly
three-
they are literally exactly the same. Automatics and heavy weapons both have 8. So, which I think is wrong actually, but we'll fix that later.
So they didn't hit their limit of 3, so it's gonna scatter.
By how much?
3d6 minus hits meters.
Okay. 3d6 minus. Okay. X minus 1. So.
And then a 2d6 to see which direction
Damn,
it
that's gonna
scatters.
be wide. How much? Oh, wait, a what?
And then a
3d6 for direction.
Yeah.
Okay. To do what? I mean, what's 11?
So that goes that way.
Yeah, it's gonna hit the building. And remember, there are 2 of them, so they're both gonna fire. It's a simple action. Oh yeah, never mind. I'm thinking. So the other one has no success. I mean, like he sees that the other one goes wide, and he doesn't even bother. But he still used an action to do that anyway. So I mean, grenade flies, hit this building, massive detonation. Responses, composure, anything? Like, there's not a hole in that building.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, explosions have been going off all the time, haven't
Okay,
they?
so to get out of prone, does that
Hitting
even
next
cost
to the
anything?
crater.
Or is that like a simple, as complex? What? How do you get out of prone?
Probably takes an amount of movement.
Yeah, I think it was half your movement. Right, wrong.
That's stand up, right?
If the character
Stand
is
up
wounded,
is a standard action.
Okay, so in order to...
no, stand up is a simple action.
Okay, so...
The character is wounded and attempting to stand, he will succeed on the body plus willpower test.
Okay.
And wound modifiers apply. So wound penalties apply to it
Yeah,
as well.
so I just add that then.
The 2.
Physical limit is higher than everything else. So no, they're not gonna bullshit around. It's just, they're gonna get that's success. Did that? That's with what the hell just
No,
happened?
that
How?
didn't
Well,
roll anything.
what?
That's a stand.
didn't
Why
roll
didn't that
anything.
roll anything? I put in the proper numbers, and what the? Why is that not rolling anything? That doesn't make sense. Oh, great. I guess the with wounds button is broken. Hold on, let me roll it one more time, just to. Okay, so it's the I think the with I think the with wounds button is broken.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have to do that manually. So
Great.
we'll just have to do 9, just because that's the 3 penalty. So I mean they're gonna get up. Of course it's gonna take an action, so just getting up is like so they're quickly on their feet. Except for the one who's going crazy. I mean, I don't know what's happening with him.
Oh, does he get another action?
He only gets 1. He already used all his actions when you made him do things.
The way you phrased that.
Okay, so Raven, you're still trying to get here. I don't know, do you want to do anything else? You called a bunch of people, now you're just waiting in the taxi until you get here.
I'm probably kind of reading up on the profile.
Okay. So, I mean, besides the fact that he's someone that has multiple aliases, it's like he is supposed to be a, let's see, what level of initiation would he be? Because he's no pushover. He said that there's a reason he's in this file. So, you guys are the magicians. How high can initiation go?
I think you can just
Infinitely.
keep doing.
Infinitely? Jesus.
Infinitely.
What sounds like a regular number, like a decent number I can roll?
1 or 2 is the standard for most mages. Any higher than that is
What, 2 levels of initiation is for standard? Well, this is not a standard mage. There's a reason he's in a spec
no,
ops
as
dossier.
as in for like standard high level Shadowrunners.
But he's not a high-level Shadowrunner. Let's just pick a number. You said 2 is the minute. Let's just go with 3.
Okay.
So, I mean, he could roll lower. So I guess we got a 3. So he is a 9th level spellcaster, which means he's pretty decent in magic. His specialty is barriers. And obviously,
run him over
he's
with a car.
Yeah, and obviously he's got the unique power where he can have his barrier not shatter, but simply absorb the object and send it back in the same trajectory that it flew in.
Wait, what?
That's his mutate. That's the thing that makes him unique. Besides that, he's pretty much rank and file. There's not much about him. Like they say, he's physically weak. Like his body. That's why he needs such strong barriers. If you get to his body.
That's him being part of the Sith and you know, all that.
I mean, in essence, if you think about it, all you had to really do was reposition, and you probably would have had your arm still.
Yeah, because I can with that speed of a bullet.
Yeah, but you were kind of dumbstruck when he stopped the bullet. So I mean, there's your edge. Is that he can only stop you if it goes through the barricade, it'll go through the barricade. But if it's stopped by the barricade, it'll go back the way it came. But still, if you get out of the way, you can get out of the way of the bullet.
Okay, so I've got a plan. We just need a piano.
Okay, so Dust, you're up. I mean, these guys are back on their feet and they're still moving forward.
Great. I don't have a line of sight on them, do I?
Nope, not anymore. And let's add more misfortune just because. So, I mean, you hit the reverse and then you hear rotor blades.
Oh god.
And you see there's a helicopter, and it's got the same symbols of Humanist on it.
Very
I
good
take a
news.
shot at the helicopter.
So I mean, your head whips around, you see the helicopter, and you take a shot at it.
I take a cold shot at... Would I know where its fuel thing is?
That would be you need some sort of aeronautic knowledge.
I don't have any knowledge. of
Well,
that.
you still got to roll it anyway, because it's like you have to get at least a 2 in order to figure out, okay, where's the fuel tank, or otherwise it's just going to hit the hull of the body.
Okay, what do you roll for
That would be, I think, under.
Logic, right?
Well, let me check. What is aircraft under? Is that under engineering? Yeah, aeronautic mechanic. That's the one you have to roll. It's under engineering. So no, you have no idea where the fuel tank is.
That was Aaron.
That was
Oh, that
Aaron.
okay, Aaron. So Aaron would not know where the fuel tank is. You're not a pilot.
I can't show my engineering skills to myself.
All right. I guess let me try, because it does that.
My
Usually
logic
means-
is my logic is 2, and I'd have a -1, so I wouldn't be able to succeed anyway.
You would be able to, but
Yeah, your
How
page
so?
is glitching out. All right, so let's just go.
I'm
with
just
that.
gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 5d6 because I'd be using 1 edge.
Yep. So you're using your edge to try and figure using your edge in combat. You're trying to figure out where the fuel tank is. So that's an extra 4. So and then an extra 5. So
Yeah, I got
does that likely
5
mean you
overall.
would know where it is? Even if you got a 0.
That's
So
5 successes.
yeah, 5 successes. Yeah, you would know where it is. So the fuel tank is right underneath the engine block, but that's a hell of a shot because you have the front of the craft, the armored fuselage, and then right through to the back. So you'd have to shoot it right through where the gun mount is in order to get into the fuel tank. To say the least,
there a
it
way-
might or might not damage the weapon as well.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's a delicate aircraft, so you're going to take the shot. Do you have any sort
Why
of
not?
adrenaline thing where time slows down? It's like you just whip the gun out and fire it.
I might actually.
Well, you just whip. Well, you don't have any adrenaline thing to slow down time.
No, I might have an adrenaline thing. What's it called? Where is it? It's probably in magic. Adept centering.
Okay, so does that slow down time, or what does it do?
Basically, it removes the negative modifier
All
if I like sing or yell or something.
Okay. So you have to yell something. So you just yell out like fuel tank or something?
Fuck you.
Catch,
thank you.
asshole!
Catch, asshole, and then I guess that makes so bullets fired, and like he sees the ground thing, he's gonna try to evade it, which I don't think so. He's got no evasion. Hold on, let me double check and see if it's got stats. So he can't evade the shot because it's by surprise. So he's got his poor aircraft has to try and soak, but that's an armor-piercing bullet. So that's his petty armor does not hold up to that. Let's see. That is 9, 13, 12, 11, 10. So yeah, I mean the bullet with an armor-piercing bullet that basically goes in through the nose of the vehicle and right out the back. So, and then the vehicle, like, it just swerves and starts heading for the ground, and then it hits the ground and explodes.
Dust just starts laughing.
Yeah, so... Well, I mean, that's what they get for deploying lightly armored aircraft, thinking that they'll do anything. Okay, so Mara, you're up now. Let me realign.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, you're up now. That's weird. So, I mean, you're on the ground. Remember, you're prone, so you have to use your, what is it, body plus willpower to get yourself up with a simple action.
She's not wounded.
Oh, she's not
I'm not
wounded?
wounded.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess you just simple action to get up.
Hmm.
So you have one simple action. There's a vehicle in the way of your targets now, so you can't really... There was a helicopter that just flew in and then got shot down.
With a pistol, too.
Yeah, so... I mean, it's an armor-piercing bullet. What did you expect?
I'll lob a grenade.
Okay, so you're gonna lob a grenade.
These flying gentlemen over here.
Okay, so, I mean, you don't even know if there's... They're currently... Actually, do a perception. Can you see them hiding out in the building? Because first you have to see them, otherwise you'll get the blind fire modifier. To throw a grenade into a building you don't see. Okay, so, I mean, you see them peeking out of the window. They have their rifles. And they seem kind of, like, hesitant to engage, seeing that you just blew a helicopter out of the sky.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah, so, I mean... Like, you can tell one of them's got their back. Like, there's a window here, and you can tell he's got his back to the wall, and he's holding his rifle to his chest. By the way, the gun there.
Through the window.
He's gonna fling it through the window.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Alright, well, make the throw. So, they're watching outside, so they're gonna see
shit.
that... What the hell? What?
How did I miss that terribly? Wow, I suck.
Wow, you did.
I'm gonna look up the scatter rules again. This is aerodynamic too, so it's gonna go all over the damn place.
Okay, so where's the scatter? Or roll the scatter.
Aerodynamic grenade is 2d6 minus hits.
So you got a 6, now what?
So then that goes... Yeah, that
You
direction.
don't even get it in the window, you gotta throw it in the alley.
Yeah, it lands like over in that general
Yeah,
area.
you throw it in the alley, it lands among the garbage, and then it detonates.
Oops.
So, I mean...
Does it hurt the wall?
Does it hurt the wall? It is a somewhat durable material, so I'd say it'd have an armor of 6, so let's just roll it. And this is an armor-penetrating grenade, so...
It's high explosive.
So that's failed, so it will collapse the wall.
Oh yeah. Collateral damage.
So, I mean, the wall gets a minor hole in it from the explosion, and then these guys, like, kind of jump from the wall being caved, like, blowing inwards.
I yell to them that they need to find a new profession.
Okay, so...
Wait, wouldn't they still take damage?
What, from the... Okay, so, the grenade landed, like, right about here. So, 2, 4, 6... That's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 6, 8, and 10. So now they have to roll soak because, well, they can't dodge. They can't dodge a grenade they didn't even know was coming. Oops, I need a... There's 2... So, I mean, the first one's going to take full damage, second one is going to only reduce it by 1, and the third one's only going to reduce it by 2. So, you had 18... Why do they have an armor... Wait. Why do they have an armor of 0? That's not right. That's why they're taking so much damage. Okay, so these. Let's just say these guys are unarmored, because I forgot to turn their
part
armor
of the
on.
nudist.
Yeah, no, they're not nude. They just have just regular clothes, which has no armor rating. These guys are like, think of them as just like conscripts or peons or people who are just, they're motivated, but they're kind of dumb.
The hobos, he's got a gun.
Yeah, it's like they just gave these guys guns and that's about it. They're like recruits.
How much damage did they take?
The first one, hold on, let me check the damage that you actually dish. You dish 18 damage, and you can't reduce any of it. So, I mean, the first one dies just from the explosion. I think the second one also dies. Like, he just reduces it by 1. So, 16, 15, 14. Doesn't matter. It's like they're all going to die from the explosion, so.
Grenades are great.
So, yeah, so the blast goes inwards, and they're splattered against the far wall. Okay, so that happened. So again, we're back to Raven. Still just waiting.
How long is it still before I'm there?
I have no idea. It's only been like another 5 minutes, so it's 50 minutes down. So you have 35 minutes left to go. So just keep that recorded. It's 35 minutes until the next.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the cab driver to drive faster than this.
It's like, and he looks back at you. It's like, I can't drive faster. That would be going over the speed limit. That's illegal, right?
Get a big bonus.
Where are we driving?
It's like, you told me where we're driving. We're driving to this location. Just,
No.
It's like,
I mean, right now. Where are we right now?
okay, so you just left Essen. Like, you're in the cab. You just left Essen's outskirts. I mean, you're starting to head towards this location.
So basically on the
Yeah,
highway.
so you're on the highway. The highway's the fastest way to get there. If you would take the side roads, it would add an extra 20 to 30 minutes on the trip.
Because we are on the highway, I'm gonna say to him, like, there is no speed limit on the highway.
It's like,
I'll even pay you extra for it.
It's like, oh, if that's the case, and then like you see like his foot goes down a little more and he starts speeding up. You know, as soon as you hear the word,
100.
okay, so the bonus, how much are you offering as a bonus?
I'm paying him another 100.
Oh hell
Just
yeah,
a
yeah,
bonus.
he will break the law. He'll break the law to get you there at least one. Let's see, that'll divide your time. Let's see, that's a one. So 40 minutes divided by what? It's not double the speed. It's like add an extra 0.5. So that's divided by what? 20? No, that's not it. I guess it's 4. Oops, I forgot to put brackets.
So 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, that's not. It'll shave 10 minutes off, so it'll take you like half an hour to get there now.
It's at least 10 minutes faster.
Yeah,
so
it's 10 minutes
25
faster. So now the 5 minutes is gone. Now you have 25 minutes till you're here. Okay, Aaron. I mean, Mara just flung a grenade at a building. She didn't get it in the window, but she killed all the guys in the building anyway.
Hell yeah.
Autobahns don't have speed limits.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to crash his vehicle either. So he's willing to go he's willing to go 50% faster than his current speed limit. But I mean, more than that, it's like he's not a high-speed driver. He's a cab driver. It's just getting paid an extra $100 to get there faster. It's like, yeah, I'll floor it a little, but
Can I see the guys like running from us, or is the car in the way?
there's a car in the way.
If I can't even see anything.
Well, I mean, you can see the wrecked vehicle, but you do see another armored car driving up down the road.
Cross race.
So, and this one's it's escorting a vehicle in the middle. Like, it's 2 armored cars, and then there's another GMC in the middle.
Oh, this is gonna get awkward, isn't it?
Yep, probably.
You know, I knew I should have bought the drone missile.
Probably.
I think that's next.
So, I mean, and these guys are like, these guys are putting the pedal to the metal. Like, I guess since they know you're here. So, I mean, and you see the same thing. You see another one of these guys up on the pintle. This time he's not getting off. He's staying on the weapon. Door flies open, and another 5 men pop out of that one.
Well, that time he's gonna aim at the guy who's on top on the weapon.
Okay, so
Then this is a called shot, and it's called the bullseye double tap. It basically just it gives me an AP of 18.
Okay.
It's gonna,
Did you actually roll it, or?
yeah, I'm gonna roll the weight. It's gonna.
And you hear one of them call out, like one of them speaking aloud. It's like, "Target spotted. No prisoners." Target spotted. So I mean, and they mean serious business, because I mean, there's the 5 popping out of that one. There's at least 10 popping out of the GMC, and then there's another 5 popping out of the other one. And Tom is like silently cursing to himself. It's like, you guys get the feeling this was a trap?
Go, go, go! Just drive.
Okay, it's like that's code. Well, I mean, you're shooting first, so.
Is Tom in the turn order?
He hasn't been doing much. I mean, he's just been hanging on for dear life, because I mean, he doesn't want to be in the line of fire yet.
Call face, please.
Okay.
We need
It's
to
like
have him
it's like
please.
you've been calling him, and it seems like he's too busy to help you out.
The prick.
That's what everybody's thinking.
Have
Okay,
have
so this
either of
is
us-
he sees you draw a weapon, and he has a chance to try and jump into this. Like he gets a -5 to his dodge, but
Yeah.
so that's a burst. Also, does that add extra to it?
No, that is the burst.
Okay,
It's
so
just the -5 to dodge.
okay, so he gets 3. So he
He
does
gets
well,
a-
he does dodge the shot.
Yeah.
So with inhuman reflexes, he pops back into the vehicle as the shot whizzes over his head.
Yeah, Tom hasn't called him yet.
Okay, so yeah, now would be a good time. So Tom gets on the horn, and it's like now he's calling you again, FaZe. Like this time it's Tom. Like you see, it's Tom's number.
The head
It's like, where have you been?
working on this project.
It's like, all right, well that's fun and all, but I mean, we're getting surrounded over here. We could really use your expertise right about now.
On a scale of 1 to fucked, how bad is it?
It's like majorly fucked.
Okay, give me 5 minutes.
It's like, we don't have 5 minutes. As soon as possible, preferably before
I don't feel
5
like being-
minutes.
I don't feel like being electrocuted.
It's like, well, I don't feel like getting riddled with bullets either.
Told you I had a bad feeling about this shit.
That's like, well, I wish you had shared this feeling before we came out here.
You guys were so dead set
It's like,
on
oh,
it.
shut up. Just shut up and get over. Shut up and get online.
Fine.
Okay, so Coates is like, he's asking, it's like, all right, what do we do? I mean, we got those guys in front, we got the guys behind. Where do we go?
Scoot me and run.
Drive up to the X roadblock.
It's like, so forward.
Scoot me and run.
Well, so he's saying like go north. It's like so go further down the road. It's like, all right, you got it. And it's like, Mara, are you gonna at least try to jump in the vehicle before he takes off?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a gymnastics. Like you're gonna have to sacrifice. We'll roll. You have to roll your initiative. Then you have to see if you have enough to sacrifice. So let's hope. You need at least 5 to sacrifice. Barely enough. That's scary. So you -5, and you get 1 shot to get in the vehicle, or else they're leaving you.
Can I assist by attempting to catch her?
Yeah. So like you're both gonna use gymnastics, and you need at least a 3 because this vehicle's gonna take off in a hurry.
I'll use edge to give myself a.
Oh yeah, or Mark could just use edge, and just get like you're in a crouch state right now because you threw a grenade. Nah, you're fine. So you leap into the van. Do you at least shut the doors?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay, so he's gonna book
Jig
it.
is up.
And so, like,
Like,
Kree and Tom are basically holding on for dear life because they can't really do much. They don't have ranged weapons of similar caliber. They feel like the odd men out.
Ooh, I sense a
I've
highway
got a
chase.
fucking.
So I mean,
What are you guys doing?
yeah, you have APDS ammo. He doesn't have that. So even though he's got an AK-47, it's like standard ammo. But versus, he wasn't expecting this, like power armor, like full armor soldiers. That's different. And you quickly see like they're gonna take an action. They're remounting up and they're like getting ready to chase.
Great question. Did I get any of the sleaze things done on some of the phones?
I mean,
I mean,
you've gone at least. This is a good hour, so you've gotten at least how much of it done? A good third of it, maybe. So
Okay.
a third of the network is up with the sleaze. How much sleaze are we talking?
I mean, it just adds one to that attribute.
Okay, for like 50
can improve that
devices.
Yeah, so every device has one sleaze,
Okay,
so that accumulates.
so
if
a
I use
third of them have one sleaze.
Okay.
So that would mean you'd have what? Maybe like 13 or 14. Bit of extra sleaze. I don't think those
Yeah,
devices
still
can
better than
really hold
nothing.
that much though, because those devices are only what rating? Like 3, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, but
So
you're
I mean,
allowed to,
beyond that, I don't think like they'd maybe hold 2 more attribute, but beyond that, they won't hold anymore.
You could add as many as you want, but it takes away from something else.
Yep.
It's a whole process. It's weird.
All right, so I mean, you floor it. You're just leaving the doors open?
No, they're closed.
Okay, so like he's let's see, how far was that? I can't see. What's the distance?
25.
Okay, so I need to move him 15. Where's the 40? Is it there?
Yep, right there.
Okay, so he just put the pedal to the metal and just went 40, and I think he's gonna operate to try to make us go farther. You have coats. Make him operate. Water on the knee. Operation.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I just thought the game operation for some reason.